Hey, what is up, guys? This is Bo or Carl Hungus 712, and today I'm bringing you some classic TDM on Advanced Warfare. I decided to bring you guys some sniper gameplay here. Actually, the other night when I was playing, I ended up getting a variant through a supply drop. I believe it was called the Virtuosity, the Atlas 20mm sniper rifle, and that's one class of weapon that I haven't had a lot of luck in supply drops with. I think I only have one other variant when it comes to the sniper rifles, and I got it was a Moore's variant. I think it was the Penetrator or something. So I definitely think you'll enjoy the gameplay here. But yeah, it's the Atlas 20mm Virtuosity. I end up running around here with the 45-pound salami, trying to give these guys the D here. But like I said, it's a pretty good gameplay. I think I dropped pretty close to 30 kills, and this, of course, is. Was it Instinct, I believe? Yeah, Instinct is the map. It's actually a pretty good map. I like it for public matches. I think it's really good for sniper gameplay because there's a lot of long sidelines, as you can see from top to bottom. I definitely hang out down in this area. This is kind of the area I try to hang out in if I'm doing some sniping. You get a lot of guys up on that top left staircase there. A lot of people like going up there and sniping, or getting on top of the middle platform and doing some sniping. But anyways, today I kind of wanted to talk to you guys again about a little bit more about Advanced Warfare, since we're starting to get closer to the end here, especially with Black Ops 3 getting announced, and a lot of gameplays out about that. So unfortunately, or fortunately for me and a lot of others, Advanced Warfare's time's coming to an end pretty soon. But again, I wanted to talk to you today, guys, about what I think ruined, or not necessarily ruined, the game, because I know a lot of people love Advanced Warfare, but the part of Advanced Warfare that I thought was really flawed, or that I really didn't care for in this game. And the thing I didn't care for about this game was the variants in this game. And of course, if you guys have never played Advanced Warfare, I'll just give you a quick background real quick. Basically, you get different variants of the same weapon. So let's say you have an AK-12 like that guy there. Just use the AK-12 Wrecker on me. That's actually a variant I have. It's not really that great. It doesn't do any more damage, and it actually has more recoil, so it's a pretty useless gun. But basically what a variant is of a weapon is, of course, all weapons have the same stat characteristics, and variants, they'll add or take away from certain things to either make them better or make them like a niche weapon. Maybe the weapon you have fires a little faster, or has a little less recoil, more accurate, more bullets, less bullets in the magazine. So those are basically what variants are in this game. And you end up getting them through supply drops. You can also pay for supply drops through advanced supply drops, which I'm definitely not going to do. I don't think you should ever have to pay to win or anything like that when it comes to these games. You already spend $60 on the game. I shouldn't have to spend another $60 to get one or two variants that basically makes me unstoppable in the game, which a lot of people do. There's a lot of YouTube videos, and I'm sure you guys can find them too, where a lot of YouTubers they'll spend $50, $60, $100, $200 getting all kinds of crazy supply drops. One gun that you'll see me get killed by multiple times, and if I post some more Advanced Warfare gameplay, is the Obsidian Steed, which is probably, that and the Insanity are the two, probably the two most powerful variants of the game. And of course, I don't have either one of them, and I'll probably never get either one of them. The Insanity I'd love to get. I think that's the best gun in the game. But anyways, when it comes to variants, of course, you get them through randomness. I believe about every 45 minutes of gameplay, or somewhere around there, every half hour of gameplay, you end up getting a supply drop, and you really don't get it for getting, I don't believe you get it for getting a certain amount of kills or anything. I think it's just kind of a timed type of thing. So after a certain amount of time, you'll end up getting a variant, or I shouldn't say a variant, but you'll get a supply drop. And in these supply drops, you'll get different customizations. Sometimes you'll get armor loadouts, different colored things. You'll get a lot of gun variants and things like that, and sometimes you'll even get like double XP or something for a certain amount of time, maybe 25 minutes or 45 minutes or something. And then sometimes you'll even get supply drops during the game. So you may get a remote turret, or you may get a Vulcan, or just something like that. And in this game, of course, like I said, the supply drops, they're all random. So you may end up getting one weapon 15 different times, or you may never end up getting the weapon at all. And that's one of the main problems I've had with this game, is that, and I understand it, and it's nice that they use randomness for the supply drops, just so not everybody gets it. I mean, I understand that. But what really sucks is that when you go into public matches, and especially ranked play, because you guys know I'm a competitive player, when you go into ranked play, of course, variants aren't banned in this game, which was a huge mistake that Sledgehammer made. That was another big problem I had with this game. If you want to end up going in and playing against really competitive players that are really good, it's hard to have a fair match because of weapon variants. And I remember going into a lot of hardpoint games and search games and all, just basically any of the games on there, especially Uplink 2, where I would have won a gun battle if it was basically normal Bell versus normal Bell, or normal ASM1 versus normal ASM1. But because the individual that I'm engaging with in a battle has a variant, I end up losing the gunfight. And it's not because he outshot me or she outshot me, or this person has more gun skill or they utilize movement better. It's because their weapon deals more damage. And it's, like I said, it's a really unfortunate thing, because in this game with the randomness and everything like that, and like I said, the hit detections, I think it's all right in this game. It's not the best, and with the laggy lobbies I've been in, these variants really change the way the game's played. They really do. And like I said, a lot of times I'll end up using the HBR. I prefer that assault rifle over the Bell and some of the other ones, just because it deals more damage, and I like the kind of the recoil pattern and the feel of the weapon. But like sometimes I'll go up against a guy and I'll have the I'm using the HBR Average Joe, which ends up, I believe the flat damage on it's the same, but the damage over range I think is a little bit better, so it might take me one less shot to hit a guy across the map. But then I end up getting dropped by a guy that I have the jump on, because he's got an insanity that deals even more damage and has a faster fire rate. Or I get into a gun battle with somebody using a Bell, and I've got a Bell, and well, they've got an Obsidian Steed, so I end up losing the gun battle because, well, their gun deals more damage over range. And like I said, I think that was one of the biggest downfalls in this game. I know a lot of people really, really enjoyed the supply drops in this game. I think a lot of people enjoyed it because it gave another element to the game. If I keep grinding, maybe I'll get one of these guns. Well, since it's due by random chance, you may never end up getting any of those weapons. You may not. You may grind for the Insanity, you may grind for the Obsidian Steed. Those are just a couple of the big ones there. Or let's say you want the Speakeasy or the Strider. I know those are a couple of weapons that a lot of people gravitate towards, but you could keep grinding and grinding and grinding on this game, and you may never, ever end up getting one of those weapons, and it's really sad. Like I said, and that's why I didn't care for the variant system in here, and I think this was one of the major flaws in this game. I understand they did this. It brought a new element to Call of Duty. It's something we hadn't seen before, and I understand a lot of people liked it, but like I said, when it comes to fairness in the game, it just makes it so difficult to compete with somebody in public matches when everybody's running around with the best stuff, and I'm over here, and I do have some pretty good elite weapons. I've got the Inferno Bow, which is the other elite. It's a really good weapon, but it doesn't deal quite as much damage. It's got a faster fire rate, but again, at long ranges, my gun's going to kick harder while his does more damage. So, of course, I'm probably not going to win that battle. Maybe if I get up close with that person, I might end up doing that. But otherwise, I'm not going to end up beating this person. And again, it's because they got lucky and got the best gun in the game, or one of the best guns in the game, and a supply drop, and I'm still working with the same crap over here. And again, you can increase your odds of getting supply drops. You can do a few things, like sometimes they'll have it where on a certain day, just capture a flag in league play, and you'll end up getting an extra supply drop that day. Or you can go out and buy them and buy an advanced supply drop, and oh, well, you know, if you buy 80 of them, there's a chance that you might get 2 elite weapons in there that are actually worth a shit. And like I said, I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about that today, and I wanted to see your guys' opinions, what you think about the supply drops. Were you big fans of that? Did you enjoy the supply drops? Not really. Were you more like me? You know, it kind of sucks because if you don't end up getting the elite weapons, it's really, really difficult to compete in a lot of the lobbies in here. Which is what I found true in this game too, especially with the skill-based matchmaking. You know, if I'm going up against other skilled competitive players and they all have elite weapons and I don't, it makes it just so difficult, and it doesn't make me want to continue to play this game. But like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you understand kind of what I'm talking about here in this video. Like I said, I definitely want to know your opinions on it. But anyways, I hope you guys liked the video. We'll see you next video, and Bo out.